happens if your appraisal comes in low? Now, true story, prices are still increasing. Also, true story, there are certain properties that may get into escrow because of an emotional need versus a market supported value. So that's one of the reasons things come in low. The market's moving fast. Maybe this is the first property in a certain complex or area that's sold for years, right? So it's setting new standards. So what can you do? There are a couple different options. First and foremost, if you have an appraisal contingency, you can technically cancel the contract and say, nope, didn't appraise for what I expected to pay for it, I'm out. However, you can also negotiate. So right now we have an example where clients offered 2.3 million, property came in at 2.2 million. There are some other comparables that the agents feel is better supports the value, like, oh, you forgot about this property, this one's super cool. What about that property? Because an appraiser, remember, takes different properties that have sold and are listed for sale and are pending sales and compares them, a comparable, a comp, with the subject property. So they said these might be more comparable. You can do a reconsideration of value. That goes back to the appraiser and says, hey, can you actually support that difference? Is there a reason we didn't use these comparables? And maybe there's an adjustment there. You can meet in between yourself and the seller and renegotiate to either the new appraised value or somewhere in between, or we can restructure the loan. And most loans are able to do this, but not all. So if we restructure a loan, what does that mean? Well, your loan is based on the lower of the appraisal or the sales price. So in this instance where we had a sales price of 2.3 and then the actual appraisal came in at 2.2, they're putting 20% down. So it's going to be 20% down based on the 2 number, and the borrower would bring in that difference. Now it's a small gap, right? Because again, they're financing 80% of that property level, but they couldn't come in with the money for the difference. So your options again are cancel if there's an appraisal contingency, negotiate to a different sales price, borrow money based on the lower of the appraised value. If you have no appraisal contingency, you technically can't back out because of the appraisal. It would have to either be for the loan or condition of the property. Please talk to your attorneys and your realtors on that one. It's a very, very picky subject. So an appraisal coming low is not the end of the world. There are gap strategies for different financing. There's reconsiderations of value, and there can be negotiations. Let me know what I can do to help you or anyone else that's awesome at Homeowners Financial. Make it a great day.